So today's video is another working from a photo, and this time it actually is one of my own photos. It's a bracelet I did a long time ago, and I don't remember how I came about doing it, and I thought this might be a cool chance to figure out what the pattern was and share that with you guys. So let's do this. Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AKAAWOL, and this is the bracelet I was talking about. It's something I made, and for the life of me, I really don't remember much about it. I don't even remember how many. Well, I know there's the 12 strings, essentially, but I'm not sure like what the count is for the colors going into it. So we're going to copy this. We know that this is 12 strings, so we're going to put it over here. And we're going to shift this off to the side. Let's bring it closer to the top. And anchor it. All right. So when trying to figure this out, obviously we're going to try to do this as easily as possible. This lighter color is kind of pretty obviously, it's just kind of like does this little diamond thing here, and then it comes out, does for another diamond right after it. So it's just diamonds after diamond like that. Let's just do a couple more. So just to do this right here, obviously I would only need 2 strings to make this part of the diamonds, but there's something else going on here where these all come outwards. So I'm guessing it uses 4 of these. So, all right, let's kind of try to map these in first and see what we have. So obviously this can turn and come back down, right? That's pretty easy. And then this one, same thing. And then, so this, I think I just figured it out. This can come straight across and become this one. So does that mean so I'm not sure where the other this one comes from. It could go, we could have them both be here, I guess, or it could come out straight here. Kind of depends on what's going on with the ones on the side. So let's, like I always say, do the easy ones first and the rest will just sort of sort itself out, right? So this is, and for the video's sake, I might not actually fill out the whole bracelet with this, even though I'll have the whole pattern for the website. But a lot of this is just going to be the repeating whatever, because the pattern doesn't do a whole lot. Mind you, there's a lot you could do with this pattern. So it has, obviously, it has, what, 4 colors going on? You could do this with 3, where instead of having the green and the blue, that could all just have been one color. I think having the color in the center being different is kind of what helps make the pattern. So I don't think you kind of want to mess with that so much. But the ones on the side you could. And I wonder if the ones on the side, if those could be two colors or not. I'm not sure. All right, so let's work with the center color. So this, I just took the color from over here. It kind of came out like a lot darker. I don't know why. Just probably where that shadow or something fell on it. So it looks like you only need one strand of this red. So that's sort of interesting. And I can't tell from the kumi. I tried to see, like, it seems like there's only one right here, but I tried to look at the kumi to determine if there was more, and I can't tell. So, but this is cool. We're making progress. All right. Yeah, so there's a string underneath here. I don't know what that is. So there's two. Let's take the green. Oh. Hold up. That's this green here. If that goes straight, it won't be here for here. So no, well, okay. Okay, that's kind of interesting. So that means this yellow comes back this way. Right, so this has to actually turn one early, and this has to be the green here because they need to be back in time to be able to do this over here. Fascinating. Okay. And yeah, I don't see there's no way around that. There's no Oh, that's okay. All right, so there's the green side. Obviously, I'm guessing the blue is exactly the same. And let's get it a little bit darker. There we go. So the blues comes in this way. So I guess you could potentially do the two color, right? You could just have this be a darker blue and this be a lighter blue. That would be kind of interesting. So then the darker one would come to here and come back. You would be able to keep it in that same where the two colors both run side by side like that. It would work, right? Because see, like that would just, you would just turn and come this way, and then the other one would come through and come down here. So that might be an interesting take. I might actually give that a try. So now we have this one here to go there. So we have this string here. that, whoops, missed one of the reds. So we have this string here that just sort of doesn't do anything. I suppose for generally making it, I guess you could just go ahead and make that be the red. Again, I mean, you've got like, you know, 2 of this and well, no, see, there's only going to be 1 of these, right? Because you're going to actually loop, when you loop it around, you're going to have 1 strand and you're going to have to shift the greens over to the one side and you have to shift the blues over to the other. So that's a little bit of a trick. Like if you're not familiar with this, when you bring the loop together, because the color does move. Oh, but wait, could this be? No, I was going to say maybe you could do the blue and the green, but no, it's just 1 single strand that's going over the top. So no. Yeah, we'll just do that with the red then, just to kind of even out the colors. You know, when we're cutting up the strings, it'll just be that much easier. But yeah, I was going to say maybe you didn't have to do the balancing thing, but you do. You have to get the 1 string of the green over to the left side and 1 of the blues over to the right side. And it's basically right when you're up at the very top of the bracelet, when you're putting the colors together to line them up, that's when you do the little switcheroo there. And that's how you're going to get the colors where you need it to be for making this. So yeah, if that's not really clear, I mean, I could probably do a video on that. Let me know in the comments if that's something you're interested in. But yeah, so we have figured out the pattern. I will go ahead and finish this up and make that available over on my website, AKAAWOL.com. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, found it useful. Maybe it'll help you to sort out from a photo of your own. And then, you know, to me, this is a useful skill. Like this is something that, you know, comes in handy because you see stuff that you like, that you want to make. So yeah, before I go, I want to thank all my Patreon supporters who make all this stuff possible. The cameras and microphones and all this stuff are expensive. So thank you guys. And as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.